in a distant land, there were cats. The peace long enjoyed by the people came to a crashing end. Oh, that guy just shot fire out of his temples. Oh, the fire has faces! The Emperor of Palamecia summoned fiends from another dimension, and the Empire launched its campaign for world conquest. And they all had really cool-looking hats. In response, a rebel force arose in the kingdom of Finn. In the ensuing clash between Rebel and Empire, Castle Finn was taken. Didn't look like they put up much of a fight there. Just kind of walked away. The rebels were forced to retreat to the remote town of Altair. Amidst the chaos, 4 youths also fled the occupied Finn. They were childhood friends, now orphaned and homeless. And they suddenly found themselves running for their lives. Final Fantasy II! Welcome back, everybody, to the epic Final Fantasy Let's Play. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad to be back. I have to apologize for the big delay between Final Fantasy I and Final Fantasy II. After I finished Final Fantasy I, there was a lot of things that happened personally in my life, and also the big materia guide video was a huge project that I had to finish before I started Final Fantasy II. And I just really couldn't find the time to sit down and really play a good chunk of this, without being interrupted. So I apologize for the delay, but now we are back with Final Fantasy II. We're going to continue this Let's Play through every main series Final Fantasy game. And the cutscene's starting again. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, game. Stop. But anyways, I'm excited. Final Fantasy I was primitive, but it was good. There were some problems with it, but I think for its time, it was really a great game. It was very adventurous. It had a lot of good ideas. It was cool. I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was. Now, I've heard that this game is kind of a mixed bag kind of deal. Some people like it, some people hate it. Apparently, it's a lot different, but I'm not really sure why. I tried not to spoil myself too much. The one thing I did look at, though, is the differences between the versions of the games, because like I said, this Let's Play, the goal is to be as OG as possible, basically. I want to try to get the original versions of each game, or at least as close as we can get without going absurd. And unlike Final Fantasy I, which had a US release, but it was NES, it was on NES, and it really was kind of bad. Like, it was a bad port. Everyone seems to think that the PS1 port was better, so I just kind of went with that. This game, this is actually the original US release. Final Fantasy II never released in the United States when it first came out in Japan. It never came over to the US, and it took them until this game came out in, I think, 2002. I think. I got the disc right here. Dude. Oh, well, that doesn't help because it gives me like 1,000 different dates. But sometime in 2000, this game came out, and they finally released Final Fantasy II in the US in English. So the big difference is what's great about the fact that this game wasn't released in the US originally is that this re-release is only different graphically. There's a few very minor changes to certain things, but basically nothing about the combat or the difficulty is different. There is a difficulty setting, I believe. I think you can set it to easy. But if you leave the game on normal, it's basically the same as the original Japanese release. But there's added FMV sequences, the sprites look different, it's all kind of visual stuff. So we really are playing like the original Final Fantasy II, even though it looks slightly better and it's also in English. So that's really cool, and I'm really glad that I got the ability to kind of play the original game. Assign names to the characters. I don't really care. I'd rather keep their names. fine. Oh, horn lady. She looks pretty intense. Oh, she's got fire. She's got fire hands. Those are especially terrifying. So is this the town that was getting attacked? Are these our 4 heroes? I see 3. Well, I'm only seeing 3 here. That's unfortunate. There goes the bell tower. Oh, you better run. Man, she's got the girliest voice. What was that face? Oh, this armor is way too tight. Darn it. At least I still have my sword. Oh. It's got evil red eyes. I'll defend you. Girly girl. Oh, smacked. Oh. You guys are a lot weaker than you look. What the? Oh, right in the eye. Oh, right in the throat. He just got roasted. Oh, Lord. He's just going to get right back up. Alright. These guys are straight terrifying. Keep running! Find your other friend. Wait, did I count 4 there now? Where'd the 4th one come from? You should perhaps put on more clothes. Look, she looks like she's smiling. Like, she certainly doesn't look too sad. Yeah, okay, now we have our 4th guy. I guess he was there all along. He was invisible. Oh, and I forgot to mention what actual version this is. This is Final Fantasy Origins, the PS1 copy. I just figured you guys knew that if you watched the Final Fantasy 1 playthrough, but if you're just joining us for Final Fantasy 2, it is the Final Fantasy Origins that was released by Squaresoft in sometime in 2000. I think it was 2002. And it has Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 2 on it. Imperial Soldier, you've come a long way from Finn, but you've nowhere left to run! Exclamation marks. Furion! No escape. By Imperial order, all who defy us shall be put to death. You've brought this upon yourselves. You peasants never learn, do you? Nice music. Holy mother of God. Well. Oh, well, it's actually going to give you a chance to attack, huh? Did they think I have a chance, or what? Why even give me the opportunity? What if it was literally just like game over? Like, nope, you're done. Holy water! Will he survive, Mindu? Nope, he's dead. Yes, Your Highness. He should regain consciousness in no time. I feel strong energy from him. That is good. On the retreat out of Finn, I found him and the other 2 lying in their own blood. Oh, that's graphic. We should leave him for now. This magic sigil will strengthen his life force. Thank you, Mindu. That is wonderful. Well, let's join the others. They must be waiting for us. Once the Empire completes the dreadnought in Bafsk, it may well launch all-out war. We must move quickly. And of course I get up seconds after they leave. Where am I? Where is everyone else? Leon! Maria! Gus! Firion, I'm so glad you're alive. I thought I'd... Maria! Gus! Where's Leon? Finn Princess saved us, but Leon not here. What, is Gus some kind of idiot? I see. I'm sure he's fine. I still haven't gotten a control yet, by the way. It's kind of hard to tell when you're watching a video game whether or not the person's actually in control or not. I see you have regained your strength. Your Highness, please allow us to join the rebel forces. Nonsense, you would only waste your lives in the war. You must go home at once. We have no home. But Your Highness, we no longer have homes. And our parents, they're... Oh, I am very sorry for your losses. You are welcome to stay in Altair. You need only know our secret code to live here. What, like don't kill anyone? Okay, I'm controlling now. Sweet. I'm always curious to look in the menus whenever you get your first ability to control, just to see what's going on. Let's see the statuses. Everyone's right-handed. Gus has a lot of attack. Okay, so Gus is like the strong tank dude. Maria's really fast, probably uses magic. She also has a bow. And Firion is the soldier, if you will. Keywords. I don't know what that is. Auto target, sure. Decide how the party adapts when a targeted foe is defeated. Okay, I think this is something that they added. Like, this is probably the only thing that actually affects the gameplay that they added was this auto-target, because I had read about it, but I didn't know what it meant. So I guess before this re-release, if you were to attack someone and they died, and someone else had already been told to attack that thing, it would just attack nothing. But now it actually attacks something else. So that does actually kind of help. Should change my window color. Go with a little, oops. Yeah, I like it. Collections. This is also added, but again, this is all just visual stuff. I like the fact that they added a bestiary to both these old games. It's kind of cool. Oh, and they added memo saving again too, which hopefully we won't need, but we'll see what happens. The password is Wild Rose, don't forget. What does that do for me? Also used as a secret code by the rebel army. So now people won't beat me up if I say that first or something. So, you've been using the password, have you? Continue doing so. It can unseal the lips of many who would not otherwise offer the time of day. Thanks. So that's kind of interesting. To the east of here is the port town of Paloom, but you can't cross the lake without a canoe. This is where the rebels' armies strated... Okay, let me try that again. This is where the rebel army's strategies are made. Thank you. My god. So I'm going to try to... oh no, there's all sorts of people and blah and Dargans. I'm going to try to voice all of the text, or at least all the important text. Because people like to hear me... do voiceovers, which is cool, and I enjoy doing them. I was hit in the back by an arrow. That sucks. But you know, I can only talk for so long, because you know, my voice gets tired eventually, and depending on how much text there is. Luckily, Final Fantasy 1 didn't have that much text, but I know once we get to like Final Fantasy 7 and stuff, it's going to be hard for me to read everything because there's so much text. But I'm going to do my best to talk as much as I can because it makes it more enjoyable. And people like my voiceover voice, I suppose. My father always said I had a face for radio. Need to stop yawning. I am Pavel, the thief of all thieves. I've been making tons by stealing from the Empire's vault. I don't steal from the rebels. I'm from Fynn too, but the Emperor's dog shook my house and I haven't been back there since. Thanks for that interesting stuff. Who wants some leather caps? I'm feeling it. Feeling it. Let's give us some leather caps. And some leather gloves. Yeah, we're ready to go. So this game does have some resemblance to Final Fantasy 1 already. Just like the buildings look similar. I'm glad that I bought that armor because there's really no weapons that look very good. They're only for what's-her-face, and she already has a bow, so... Now, I could have bought one of these, but... It can also be equipped as an item. That's interesting. So the game definitely looks similar to Final Fantasy 1, but the graphics look a lot better than Final Fantasy 1. It looks a lot more fleshed out. It's just the church. Nothing happened. Well, you've destroyed all my faith. I went to church, and all you said was nothing happened. I'm Gordon. I was a prince of Cassion, but now I am nothing more than a coward. I left my brother Scott to die on the battlefield. What have you done? I see, so you're volunteering then. I was so afraid Hilda would reject me that I stayed here wasting away. Well, that guy is quite depressed. Holy crap! The items are so expensive. Just like Final Fantasy 1. And why are there 3 different stores? 50,000 gil for an elixir. For one elixir. Apparently they didn't know how to do a text box correctly in this game. They need 3 different item stores. Alright, so am I supposed to just leave? Feels kind of weird just leaving. Aren't they supposed to be like doing something? Can I save? Alright, that's good. I got room for one more save. Then I gotta get a new PS1 memory card. My first battle. Other than that one where I just died horribly. This music, man. Fantastic. Wow, this is quite the quick goblin. Gus did it. I like how they run off the screen when they win. Like, alright, let's keep going, guys. What is over here? Wow, those hornets. Pretty scary. Got their butt out ready to go. Oh no! What the heck? That poison did 0 damage. That's weird. So, do we have levels? Like, we don't really have levels. Understand how that works. I heard in one of my chats that the leveling up system is different in this game. I didn't expect there to just be like no level at all. So I guess you just go up, your stats just increase as you use them or whatever. What's that? One little house in the woods. It's a woods house. Gatria. This is the village of Gatria. Finn is across the lake, see? No, it's not. It's gone. You're a horrible person for talking about it. The gates of Castle Finn have been locked by the Imperial Army occupying it. We can't go in there. The town has changed, too. Now you'll only see Imperial soldiers and monsters there. What, do the Imperial soldiers just, like, train monsters or something? There's a pub on the outskirts of Finn. When the Empire invaded, the barkeep didn't make it out in time. Now he has to serve Imperial soldiers all day long. Oh, sorry about your random barkeeper. I don't know why the kid is telling me about a barkeeper. Or is that even a kid? Kind of looks like a guy, actually. Alright, never mind. The Imperial Army hasn't come as far as Altair and Gatria here, but once the construction of the Dreadnought is finished... Seems like these random people know a lot about what's going on. Usually in these games, just like, I don't know what's going on. What happened to my rice fields? So poison doesn't persist, which is really nice. God, this music, man. I'm loving it. It's so good. So, do we have like a map? Is there like a map? No. Square is magic. That's status. That's items. That's formation. There ain't no map. Oh, am I supposed to know where I'm going? Werewolves. Oh, alright. Okay. We have wandered too far off the path. Thanks, game. Thanks for letting me know. Couldn't you have put a sign? Like, hey, you're about to get rectified. Please turn back. What the? So, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's not the way to go. Thanks, game. That thing. Kind of creepy. At least in like MMOs and stuff, you can tell when enemies are about to kill you, you know? Like, you can tell when there's some big enemy and you've been running around fighting wasps, and then there's like this big T-Rex and you're like, oh, that thing is probably gonna destroy me. But there was no warning. Telling man, this song about to be my ringtone. I think I should make this song my ringtone until I beat Final Fantasy 2. What is that? What is that airship? Did you see that airship? What was that? So I'm guessing our goal is to go find Leon. This game already seems kind of weird to me, cause like, oh man, the airship's gone. Makes me sad. I guess I'll go back here, even though I didn't really do anything here. Just kind of talked to some people and left. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, how's it going? Alright, I'm out of here. This game seems kind of weird because, like, in all the other Final Fantasies, at least the ones I've played, which I haven't played all the originals, so that's why we're doing this Let's Play, but, you know, everything past 7, it seems like the characters, like the whole kind of point of Final Fantasy, at least in my head, is like the unlikely heroes. So like there's a group of people who really aren't supposed to be together but happen to be together because they all decided they need to save the world, and they usually are like don't seem like they'd go together well. It's like I'm looking for the right word for it, but the unlikely group, you know, the group of heroes that are like the unlikely group, kind of like Scooby-Doo or something like that. And in this game, it seems like we already got our group, like from other than the fact that we're missing Leon. You know, we're already good to go. We already got our guys. They already know each other. Like, these people seem like the likely heroes. I mean, they're a little bit unlikely because they're just, like, I mean, they're just people from the town that got burnt down. They're kids that were friends. But at the same time, they still at least like know each other. They don't really seem like the unlikely heroes. I mean, just look at like every other Final Fantasy, you know, like, and I guess it's hard to say that that is the way Final Fantasy is supposed to be, because I've only played 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 aren't like that. You know, 1 was like they were the Forsaken heroes. They were like the ones the prophesized heroes. So like that's like completely different to what I'm saying. But starting with 7, it was like, you know, 7, even Rufus even has a quote where he's like, "You guys are a strange bunch," because like a bunch of people that aren't supposed to be together, you know. I saw that airship again. Oh, it disappeared. But yeah, like it's he even says like this is an unlucky bunch, and you got like the Avalanche group, which is supposed to be together, but then you got Cloud, who's Soldier, who didn't really want anything to do with it, but then kind of gets wrapped up into it because of Eris. And then you have Eris, who's just an ancient, but at the time is just a girl that, you know, gets in trouble. And then you got Red 13, who's not even supposed to be with them at all, but, you know, they save him, and then he ends up being part of the group. And then Vincent, who's a freaking vampire. And then Yuffie, who's a thief that has nothing to do with the party, but, you know, decides to join them to try to steal their materia, but then later they become friends, and she actually helps. So it's like the unlucky group. And then 8, Final Fantasy 8 is a little bit different because there it is again. Final Fantasy 8's a little bit different because it's they're all kind of part of the school, but then you got like the teacher helping, and then like the sorceress, and it kind of still makes sense. I meant to see how much that cost. I think it said 11 though. That's pretty cheap. At least it's not like Final Fantasy 1 where I'm like fighting to get enough gil to rest so I can get health back. Like, it definitely doesn't seem too hard right now, at least. Just don't go frickin' west. And then Final Fantasy 9 is like absolutely, you know, none of those people are really supposed to be together. And they just kind of so happen to end up saving the planet. And then Final Fantasy X, you know, yes, a couple of them are Guardians, but then you got like Titus in there, who's not even from the same time period, and then you got Auron, who's just, you know, also the same thing, and you learn more about him later. And even like Kamari, even though he's a Guardian, he's completely different. So it continues to be kind of like weird groups of people coming together to save the world. But in this game, and also in Final Fantasy 1, it seems like it's kind of more of the group that you would expect to save the world. Not really here, because these people are not exactly like prophesized heroes, but they're at least together from being kids, and they're already friends, and they're already trying to defend their homeland. So it makes more sense. It makes more sense that the group of kids who had their homes burned down by the soldiers would be the ones to try to save the world, save from the soldiers. So like it makes sense. I think I missed something here or something. Let me go back here. Something ain't right. I'm just walking around doing nothing here. So I wonder what the other ones will be. I wonder if like 3, 4, 5, and 6 will be also like these games, or it'll be more like 7, 8, 9, and 10, where they were kind of unlikely groups.